And hello everybody, welcome back to another video today. I'm back here with Riptide.
Yes, and I'm here with the Monopoly Man, and we're playing Minecraft for some reason. Oh, he started the map. So we're doing a Would You Rather map. I don't know why I'm in my skin. He doesn't know why he's in his skin, and we're having a fun old time.
Yeah.
By the way, for those of you watching me, I have an activate Windows thing on my screen, and I just want to say, live with it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, now that we've done that, we are here. What is this? So, what if you got a ticket to your favorite singer/band's concert, but you couldn't go with your friend who likes them too?
I'm gonna just say, if I got a ticket to a Luke Combs concert, I would ditch you in a heartbeat.
Yeah, you know, honestly, if I got a ticket to who is my favorite singer/band? Honestly, I don't have my favorite songs are honestly electronic music, which is it doesn't have a singer or a band. But country music is my second, so it'd probably be a country singer.
Anyway,
we'll say Blake Shelton. Point is that I would also ditch you.
It's not that I dislike you. It's just that, you know, what's the point in one of us going, or what's the point in neither of us going instead of one of us? Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. It makes no sense. This is just common math here.
Yes. Okay. What if
would
you
you
could...
like to read this?
Oh, okay. Yeah. What if you could go anywhere, but you would have to stay there for a year?
No. That's a no for me.
So the thing about it, oh my goodness, third person views cursed. Every time I look over this way, or second person, every time I look over this way and I'm far enough back, everything glitches out. Anyway, that's totally besides the point. The point is,
what is the point?
I don't even know where I'd go, to be completely honest, but all I know is unless it has corn, I'm not interested.
I couldn't stand anywhere for a year, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Yeah.
Okay, what if you would live without eating, but you couldn't feel flavors?
By the way, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be taste. Don't worry about it. The map creator is apparently from Hungary, so...
No, flavors, Mitch. It's much more ostentatious. That's totally not how you use that word, but I just used it anyway. I feel flavors.
Just pretend it's taste and move on with it. So, here's the thing. I'm a gamer, and I sit down for long periods of time to play games.
I'm pressing the button, by the way, back on.
So I would hit yes.
So, you would live without eating. I mean, if you're not eating anyway, then who cares if you feel flavors?
I think there's an important question with any of these sort of, you don't have to eat. Do you still get hungry? Like, obviously you don't have to eat to survive, but do you still feel hunger? Because I think that's the big thing. Like, if you still get hungry, then... Yeah, no.
I think we assume no. To which I still go yes, because food is awesome.
Yeah.
So therefore, we don't eat it.
Okay, what if you won the lottery, but you had to give half of the money to your enemy? Would I give half the money to your boy Blazer? That's a good question.
I don't have an enemy. Well, I take that back. I think Nightmare hates me right now, so I do have an enemy. Would I give half my money to Nightmare? Well, seeing as he is Canadian, yes.
Okay, well, this is my question, so back off.
Okay, why do we want to punch each other?
Would I give half my money to Blazer? Sure, you can have some money, Blazer.
Here's my question. If you said no to that one, do you just say no to winning the lottery? Like
Yeah.
you just go, no, I'm going to buy this ticket and I don't want it to be the winner.
Yeah,
Is
something
that
like that.
is that what you do?
Your skin is
Okay.
so cursed with. Those are big eyeballs in the bottom corners, right? I'm just noticing this.
No.
No, they're not. Once you look up, it's a bit more obvious. But when you're looking down, they look like eyeballs. It's trippy. Just big googly eyes.
Anyway, what if you would never have to refuel your car, but you had to work on your car 10 hours a week?
Nope.
So, here's the thing. I was about to say stonks when it comes to cash, but depending on what you're working on, we could be talking like a hefty transmission bill.
Well, and also, even assuming it's completely free, just the opportunity cost of 10 hours of working on your car, like, that is...
Yeah, that's like all your free time.
Every week. Like, assuming we're saying you make... Let's even assume you work for minimum wage, which I think where we live, isn't that like $10, something like that?
It's like... Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, who cares? Like, assuming you make like $10 an hour, you would have to spend $100 worth of your time a week to work on your car to get it to run. I don't think many
Long
people...
answer short.
Yeah. Sorry, I was over analyzing. I think this question's yours.
What? Okay. What if you got the thing that you always wanted, but you could only use it under one of your relatives' supervision? Well, for me, it's a jewel, so I'm gonna have to say no to this one.
What is something that I've always wanted?
That was a joke, by the way.
Yeah.
I was joking.
Honestly, it would probably end up ultimately being some sort of computer part or computer thing. And let's be real, none of my relatives are willing to sit and watch me play games for 12 hours a day.
So you're just like, I get my favorite thing and my relatives can't stand me anyway. So they're just... This question makes no sense.
Assuming they were forced to sit there and watch me do it and I just made them hate me more, sure, why not?
So you get to torture your relatives, which hate you, and you get your favorite thing. I see literally no downside to this. I see this as an absolute win.
Something like that.
Yeah. Anyway. Mitch, you should read this.
Okay,
I miss your voice.
Okay. What if you could eat for free in all restaurants, but you'd have to eat the same thing forever? So, like, you could eat chicken tacos from any restaurant for free, but you can eat nothing but chicken tacos for the rest of your life.
Well, Mitch, and...
I get we're vegetarian. Don't question it.
I just called you Mitchin instead of... Because you put chicken in my head, and I called you Mitchin. That's how it came out. Anyway, Mitch, we're a vegetarian, so it wouldn't be chicken tacos. But, listen, you are clearly a businessman doing business, correct?
Yeah.
I am a Dark Knight. So therefore, we both know about good financial choices and money. And listen, I could make a quick graph for you if you wanted to just show how eating free in all restaurants is stonks, really. Is what I'm trying to tell you.
But think about how malnutritious you would get. Malnutrition.
Mitch, we're American. Our restaurants are only the healthiest.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
the point is, the stats back me up that this is... We're making... This is a good investment, Mitch.
Exactly.
I would say yes.
Wait, there's a new question. I already hit yes.
When did
Yeah,
that
you were going on your ramble about how much money it would be, and I just hit the button.
Oh. Well then, in that case, you would be able to see the past and the future, but you would die 2 years earlier.
Only 2 years for the sake of seeing the past and the future? I mean, you might just die immediately, depending on when you were going to die anyway. So you might, like, hit the button and just immediately die. But the
It'd
past...
be like Minecraft with /kill commands. That would be epic.
Yeah, the past and the future for 2 years? That's nothing.
I would say,
Okay, what if you'd be happy forever, but you'd bring sadness anywhere you go? So basically everybody around you is sad, but you get to be happy.
well, that's basically what's happening already. I mean,
Huh.
I'm essentially living this. My life is all a big what-if game.
You know,
That's what it is, right here.
could you truly...
I am the answer.
Could you truly be happy, though, if everyone around you is sad?
Mitch, I keep trying to tell you, bud. I'm a living example.
I don't care.
Here.
Look, I actually have morals and dignity and care about other people, so
Morals are overrated.
why don't you just sit back? No. You can have your yes, but I'm saying no.
What if you could play music inside your head? Again, another thing I already do. But whenever you do, bubbles come out of your ears.
Is it painful?
Well, Mitch, again, I turn to you, the money man, Mr. Businessman that does business. So, Mitch, have you seen how much it costs to have Spotify Premium for a month?
No, I haven't, because I don't use Spotify.
Well, that's your bad, but basically, it's like $10 a month.
Yeah,
It's not good. You could save $120 a year, all for the sake of bubbles coming out of your ears. Which, by the way, we haven't even established. Is that necessarily a bad thing?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, we're assuming that bubbles coming out of your ears becomes perfectly normal to you when you play music in your head.
Okay, but
keep in mind that you can control the music in your head. So, my answer is yes.
Okay, but hear me out. Here's my thing about this. I like to be able to set down all of my devices, turn off my computer, and walk away and just be completely unplugged for a bit. If I could play the music inside of my head, then it basically makes it impossible for me to just walk away from any ability to do that completely, right?
Yes.
But sure, we can do it anyway.
Yes. The night always wins.
What if you could have wings, but you could fly with them? Wait, what? I think this is supposed to be you couldn't fly with them.
What if you... Mitch, hear me out. What if you had wings, but a side effect of one of those wings is that you could fly with them?
Okay, there we go. It's fixed. Now it's an actual what if.
Okay, to me this is pretty simple. If you can't fly with wings, why have wings at all?
Okay, hear me out. Think about how many chicks you could get with wings.
You know, the old businessman has a point. He does. I can tell this one's gotten a couple of chicks in his day. You know what? You changed my mind. You really did. So, therefore, the answer for me is yes.
Answer for me still no, but that's fine.
What?
What?
Fine. Okay.
Okay. What if you had a fridge always full with foods you love, but the food you wanted to eat at that moment wouldn't be in it?
Once again, basically just me in real life. So,
Okay, but hear me out. What you do So you have this fridge that has food that you always love in it, and but it's only that fridge that won't have the food you want at that moment. So what you do is you open the fridge and it'll be full of food you love. Then you get a second fridge, and whenever you're not really craving anything in particular, you move a bunch of food over from the fridge that won't have the food you want when you want it over to the other fridge, so in that way when you open the other fridge it can still have the food, and as a result you save tons of money on your refrigerated goods.
That was a very businessman way of looking at it, and I like it.
Okay.
What if you could travel in time, but you could travel to only one place and never come back from there?
So
well, for me, it's definitely Jamestown in 1613 is where I want to be. That's my idea of a good place to go.
It would be great. Go to Australia before the colonizers got there and go live with the Aboriginals, and then you get to have giant man-eating snakes and giant bird-eating spiders and no guns to defend yourself.
Okay, but you're with the Aborigines, Mitch. They
Yeah.
have spears.
And big boomerangs.
And exactly, they are like the only people that actually know how to fight with boomerangs. Think about it. You would be able to fight with boomerangs.
That is pretty cool.
Guns are so overrated. I want to go back to the days when we could fight with boomerangs. I'm trying to PvP without crosshairs right now, and it's very difficult.
That is...
Man. I'm in F1 if you're wondering.
Yeah, I went and turned it on too. This is trippy.
Wait, what?
Alright, anyway, moving on.
How are you so good at this? Okay,
So, here's the thing about this. This doesn't say you have to use the ability immediately. It says you get the ability, right? So, if at any point in your life
you could do it like on your deathbed. Exactly.
Or better yet, assuming it doesn't actually affect you, if you ever like get into a dangerous situation, like you get kidnapped, you just go to a different time period. The thing about this is you don't have to use it from the way the question spelled. You just gain the ability to do it.
To the early 2010s, which was the best time to be alive.
Something like that. So yeah, Minecraft was
Miley
there.
Cyrus was popular, but not any time period is perfect.
That's fair. Yeah, no, like, the way I'm reading the question, it seems like something you could save for later, and this is something that would 100% be useful. A single time teleport.
I love how you're looking at it like a video game cosmetic. Like you just open a chest and you're just like playing Zelda and you find a one-use time transport, and you just put it in your inventory and you're like, man, this could be useful if I get into a sticky situation.
Yep.
Okay, sounds good. You could have your own TV show. What if you could have your own TV show? But only your relatives could watch it.
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
I was going to make a joke about that's basically what my YouTube channel is, but not anymore.
What if you could live in a dream house? Not your dream house, a dream house. And from my experience, most dream houses are kind of ugly.
Mitch.
But nobody else could live with you.
Mitch. Look at me.
What?
You and I both know. Single for life, mate.
Cool.
The answer is simple for us. Obviously.
Easy yes.
Dream house. If we didn't, the alternative would be regular house still with no wife.
Yeah, exactly. Might as well take
yeah.
this.
What if you could fly, but only for 15 minutes, and if you don't land in time, you crash? You know, Mitch, I don't see the whole not landing in time as being a huge deal, because if you don't land, listen, Mitch. You and I like to think in terms of money, in terms of profit and loss of. Don't look at me like that. In terms of profit and loss of revenue,
Mm.
deflation. Well, those aren't the same things, but we'll act like they are. And Mitch, you get a free skydive if you don't land in time. Do you know how much those cost?
That's
to
true.
do?
All you have to do is bring a parachute with you, and the threat of the whole 15 minutes thing doesn't even exist.
Exactly. Exactly. And profits.
And from the sounds of things, as long as you land in time, like as soon as your feet retouch the ground, it's kind of like a double jump in a game. As soon as your feet retouch the ground, you can fly again. So all you have to do is land to be able to go back up. So as long as every 14 minutes or whatever you land, you can then immediately go fly back up.
And imagine how quickly you could travel. Which also saves you gas money. Which means even more profits.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, this is the easiest yes of my life.
Oh my word. Yeah, that is just stonks over and over and over again.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's your turn to read.
Oh, okay.
Because we miss your voice.
What if you could win a house, a new car, and $100 million, but you couldn't cut your nails for 40 months? So you have to let them grow for like 4 years.
Mitch, do you cut your nails that often anyway?
I cut them occasionally. Have you seen the picture of the one lady that grew her nails out for the entirety of her lifespan? Like 60 years or whatever?
It's not 4 years, Mitch. And
That's-
she didn't get $100 million, a new car, and a house.
You're right.
Yep. Stonks.
Stonks, everything,
Stonks.
just think of it in money and everything works out.
Yes, exactly. Financials. What if you could order anything via, is it via or via?
I usually say it both ways, just kind of depends on my mood.
Via, I feel posh, so we're going to say via. You could order anything via the internet for half of its price. Mitch, we already know that this is going to be a C. Me gusta.
See.
But if it would take 6 months to arrive.
Okay, here's my thing here again. Once again, it's you could order anything via the internet for half off. But if you order it via the internet for the same price, you can still get overnight shipping. So, for anything you need, like you could just order all your food from the internet like 6 months ahead of time.
But you could order things like a supercomputer 6 months ahead that you don't necessarily need right now.
Exactly. But like also
And
with
get it for, like-
also with stuff that you need all the time, like toilet paper and stuff like that, you can just order it 6 months ahead of time and just order it in, periods of like, once every couple weeks you order some toilet paper. And then, you get more toilet paper in 6 months. So then it just shows up 6 months later. You could totally make this work. And then if you need something overnight, you still just order it for full price.
People just heard a truck rumble by my house. Probably should have closed my window before recording. I didn't think about that.
Luckily, Discord cut that one out for me. Anyway, easy yes. Okay. What if you invented the medicine for a serious illness, but nobody knew that you invented it? Okay, here's the thing. Inventing medicine is an insanely lucrative prospect, right? Even if nobody knows you did it, you still get the money.
So you get money and you get to save a bunch of lives, which no one really cares about that.
Well, yeah, the money is the more important part.
But you also get to save millions of lives while you're at it, which I guess is cool.
Yeah,
so for me, this is obviously a yes. All right. What if you could get anything you wanted, but you could wish only once for a thing, and it would be gone in a day? Seems kind of useless to me. Actually,
okay, think about it this way. Think of how many different kinds of, say, memory cards there are. So you go, I want this kind of memory card today. And then you use it. After a day, it's gone. But you had it for that day, and you got to use it. And then the next day, you just go, I want this memory card instead. And you get it, and you use it for a day.
We should make memory cards the national currency. It's much more reliable than paper bills.
Yeah, than a fiat currency. Yeah.
Yeah,
And it seems kind of useless,
yeah, you know
I'm
what?
not going to lie.
I agree. I agree with you. There's so many types. Like, for instance, you could get for winter. You could wake up one day and just be like, listen, I want a Nike jacket. And then, of course, it disappears in one day. But then the next day, you could just be like, I want Adidas jacket, and so on and so forth. And there's totally enough brands to last you all the winter.
Well, the trick is,
or you could wish for like $3 trillion and just get whatever you want permanently the rest of your life.
Oh my goodness. And there's so many different kinds of currencies that you can go, I want $3 trillion. And then the next day go, I want 300 trillion yen. And then the next day go, I want 3 trillion euros. Oh, so easy, yes.
Yes. Yes, of course.
Okay. So now, what if you could be invisible, but you couldn't touch anybody or anything while being invisible? Isn't that, like, better? Isn't that, like, a bonus?
Mitch, I don't know about you, but being a purely financial guy, I don't get to touch people very often.
Well, and
no one touches me very often.
you took this down a very different route than I was going
Anyway,
with this. But, well, like, think about
the
it.
point is that you're already invisible.
Yeah.
Who cares? So
Also, look, don't put this on my record, but think about this. You can't touch anything while you're invisible, so you get to walk through walls. So, you go to your nearest bank.
Yo.
And, yeah, you go to the bank, and you go into the bank, and you walk out of the bank with a bit of stuff in tow.
Creepy old man.
Anyway.
Okay, yeah. What if the first words you hear every morning would be, I love you? For the first time in my life, that would be the case, man.
That sounds amazing.
I know. But every time a different person would tell you that. Mitch, I'm thinking of waking up in the morning and Manta Ray stands over me and goes, I love you.
Oh my goodness.
And that's a yes. All day, every day. Oh, are we? Is that over? Thank you for playing.
Oh, God. Thank you for playing my map. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know if you want me to make other maps for you. Oh, by the way, this map was originally made for PopularMMOs. MMOs.
Wow, that's a throwback. Does anyone watch him anymore?
I don't honestly know.
There's multiple people that were a part of it at one time, but that's beside the point. I haven't watched him in quite a while.
Yeah, it's been a second for me too. Like, he popped back up when the whole drama happened with his girlfriend or whatever, but then that ended and everybody's kind of like done with it again.
Yeah, that's right. This reminds me of donut, Mitch. This brown thing.
It's a donut.
Which is what we are going to be playing next. So stay tuned for the Roblox video next week that me and Mitch on Itch do.
I didn't sign up for this.
You did now.
Okay, well, anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. God bless. Bye-bye.